evening. Everybody knows Miss Wynn, who is always on the scene, always out in the community, making it do what it do. But tonight, y'all better get ready to light it up. Let me give the phone number to the show out.
Yes.
So everybody knows, because you're about to be introduced to some folk that you'll never forget. So that phone number is 689-686-4405. Once again, 689-686-4405. We welcome you to call in, but tonight we have some guests with us. And while you may see a good friend sitting right next to me, and I'm talking about none other than Miss Phyllis Neal Wilson, we got some other guests. Oh, there you go. Hey, our engineers are on top of it tonight. Our engineers are on top of it. And you know what? I'm going to go down the list before I tell you, and everybody see, I had to learn, these are cuts that they have on, not taps. These are cuts. But we also have in Studio A with us is her backup. And we have Miss Renee McDuffie, and better known as Candy Apple. Woo! Hey, and that's the secretary. And then we have her husband, Mr. Manny McDuffie, and that's DJ Man for y'all. DJ Man. And then we have Miss Selena Wells Harris. And I like this name too.
Yes.
We talking about Foxfire. Man, hey, if any of y'all watch them Marvel superheroes, we got some superheroes in the studio tonight. Y'all hear that? We got Candy Apple, we got DJ Man, we got Foxfire, and we got High Maintenance. High Maintenance.
Sitting in between us.
Sitting in between us. And so tonight we're going to, and thank you, because we have the Buffalo Soldiers of the Orlando chapter. MC, what is the Motorcycle Club. See, I'm glad you're sitting right here. But we have the Buffalo Soldiers Motorcycle Club for the Orlando chapter. And boy, we're going to talk about some of the work that they've been doing in the community, some of the events that they have coming up. But Doc Polite, or our engineer, hey man, let us see them folk in Studio A. Can y'all show those folk in Studio A?
We can do.
Because we're going to have a good time. Miss Neal, thank you for, Miss Wilson, I'm sorry. Thank you for being here today. So let us, just start us out slow on the slow roll. The Orlando Buffalo Soldiers started back in 2007.
This particular chapter did.
Okay.
The National Association of Buffalo Soldiers and Troopers Motorcycle Club is a national and international organization. And the Orlando chapter is just one chapter in that huge network of soldiers.
Did I hear this right, that y'all have about 114 chapters, including international chapters as well?
We have a chapter in Germany.
Oh, wow.
How did y'all get involved? How did you get involved in it?
Well, I got involved because my husband was a Buffalo Soldier. He was one of the charter members for this charter, for this organization in Orlando. So when he was riding around and having a good time on his motorcycle, I was trying to keep him off the motorcycle because I thought it was a dangerous thing to do. And so he talked me into taking a ride around the block one day, and then the next time I got on it, he took me a little further. Then eventually he took me out of state.
Oh.
You got hooked.
And after that, it was like, okay, every time he cranked up, I was on the back. Then somebody said to me, well, don't you want to learn how to, what he's doing so you won't be so nervous on the back? I said, sure. So I took the class, and then I got to the point, I said, well, if I can take the class and learn how to ride, I can ride my own.
You can ride your own.
So,
But you would just educate me and Miss Wynn about, you had regular motorcycle for a time, right?
Yes.
And now you have what?
A tri-glide.
A tri-glide. See, for some of us who are not motorcycle experts, tell people what that tri-glide is.
It's a Harley-Davidson three-wheeler. Instead of the two-wheeler that I was riding, I now ride a three-wheeler because I'm getting older and I still like to travel. So I do long-distance rides. So we've ridden out and we're planning on going to California.
You know what? But I gotta ask Foxfire. Is the real reason why you got a tri-glide, and Foxfire, I know you hear me in there, is the real reason why High Maintenance got a tricycle is so that y'all can stop her from popping them wheelies?
Exactly.
Well, how did y'all come up with the different names? Where does the names come from?
Well, we travel all over the country and we don't necessarily use our Christian name.
Mhm.
So it's like a camaraderie
Yeah.
around. So we find something or somebody will give you your name. I was given my name. Other people have nicknames that they utilize. And so everybody knows that sometimes you will say, well, how is Phyllis Neal Wilson? And
They be like,
somebody
who you
next
talking
to
about?
who you're talking about, actually. They're like, who is that? And if you say, oh, you know the lady there, they're like, oh, you're talking about.
You talking about
High
high maintenance?
maintenance.
Yeah.
And that's the way, so it depends on how you came about your name.
Well, you got the president of the club here, and that's DJ Man.
Yes.
And DJ Man, if you would, tell us a little bit about the Buffalo Soldiers, but also tell me the story. Did y'all have her get that tri-glide so she could stop popping wheelies?
Yes, we did, because every time we look around, she was popping wheelies and doing burnouts, so that slowed her down a little bit, but not much.
Yeah. Hey, so take us back to the president, if y'all would. DJ Man, tell us a little bit more about the Buffalo Soldiers, man. You were giving me a history earlier. Talk to us.
Like High Maintenance mentioned earlier, the organization started back in 1993 in Chicago, Illinois, by Kenneth Dreammaker Thomas. He wanted an organization that he could bring his family to, biker friendly. So he started, but he also wanted an organization where that was had a purpose. So he came up with the name Buffalo Soldiers. Buffalo Soldiers were, the driving force of the building of the frontier. They helped with the settling out west. They, made the path for everybody out there. Basically, the Buffalo Soldiers, from when it was started back in September of 1866, they settled the settlers out there, and basically the Indians, they weren't used to these soldiers of dark complexion and curly hair, so they kind of related them with the buffalo, and because the buffalo had a nappy type mane on them, and they had very fierce fighting tactics, so they called these new soldiers that came out there Buffalo Soldiers. So that's how the Indians gave the Buffalo Soldiers their name. And basically, we pay homage to the original Buffalo Soldiers. So we ride our iron horses instead of riding the four-legged horses.
Okay. And in the studio with us, you have the secretary of Buffalo Soldiers, but you also have Candy Apple up in here with us. Miss Candy Apple, how you doing this evening?
I am doing just fine, thank you.
Boy, you see, hey.
Where did she get that name
I know what you got in Candy Apple. Yes, indeed. hey, Miss Candy Apple. So tell us, because Candy Apple didn't want to talk.
No.
I know how to,
Yes.
Hey,
That's what
so
she said.
what's been your experience with Buffalo Soldiers? I mean, with what you all have been contributing to the community as well.
To the community, is that what you asked?
Yes.
We give high school students scholarships every year. We give children $100 apiece, and we usually try to take at least about 200 children every December, Christmas shopping. We take them out shopping. We partner with Walmart, and we usually go out and take them shopping for Christmas. We get $100 apiece. We also give Christmas gifts to senior citizens at a local nursing home.
Wow.
And we help to feed senior citizens Thanksgiving luncheon every year as well.
Man, I tell you, I'm impressed. And I was talking about Marvel Comics and everything. This is where you bring in Foxfire. and Foxfire, how are you doing this evening?
I am great, thank you. Doing well.
Well, you know, I want me some cuts, man, the way they wearing them
I
things.
know, I know.
But you know what? Let's talk about April the 13th. What's taking place on April the 13th?
Well, I'll let my co-chair talk about that. Foxfire.
Well, we're gonna have an event in the community over off of Bruton Boulevard at the Smith Center there. We're gonna have a food tasting event, and our soldiers, many of our soldiers and some of our community partners will be cooking their, famous dish, their favorite dish, and serving it up. So we're gonna give the community an opportunity to come out and taste some of the delectables, but also get to know some of us, get to know the soldiers. Anytime we have events in the community, the kids always like seeing the bikes. They like to ask questions about the Buffalo Soldiers. So, any event that we can have, even a food tasting event like we're going to have on the 13th, on April 13th, gives us an opportunity to share in the community, share what we're about, share what we do. And it also gives us opportunities like our bowling tournament and some of the other fundraisers that we have to raise funds for those scholarships that Candy Apple mentioned, for doing the things that we like to do in the community, feeding our seniors and taking care of them during the holidays, and also taking care of our young people. So.
Ms. Queek, how do we get down to the money in terms of contributions, donations? Because, I want to come over there and taste me some food.
I was thinking the same thing.
Well, we want everybody to come out to have a great time and we want to raise our visibility in the community and let them know that we are here, we're in the community, we serve the community, we try to educate the community about who we are, what we do. So if you want to come out and learn more about us and have some samplings of some delicious foods, on that day, our prices for adults, because we're trying to keep it family friendly, it's $12 for adults and $5 for children.
Oh, hold on. So I just want to make sure, I'm going to slide over to you a little bit.
Okay.
So I could spend $12 and I could go and sample different kind of foods?
All around.
All day.
Well, we're only going to be there from 10 to 2.
Okay,
You know,
so
but-
I can start at 10 o'clock sampling food, then I can go to my car at 11 o'clock, take a nap. Take a nap from that food. Hey, Miss
And by then we'll pack up and be gone.
Hey, Miss Queen. Then I set my Google alarm so
wake
it'll
me
wake me
up
up in 30 minutes.
Before 2 o'clock,
Yeah,
yeah.
and then is it a wristband or something y'all gonna put on?
Yeah, we're going to be watching you.
Hey, DJ, man, come on, help me out,
We're
DJ.
watching
DJ, can I do that, DJ?
Oh yeah, definitely. We want you to try as much food as you can. It's going to be a friendly little competition to find out who has the best tasting food.
Hey, is there gonna be any desserts?
Yes?
Yes.
Oh,
Hey, anybody gonna be making a little peach cobbler? Cause I'm gonna go to sleep for sure now.
I think
It's
that
up to
can be
them
arranged.
to determine what it is they're going to, we do know we're going to have cake and ice cream, for sure. And
Okay.
so when chefs decide what they want to bring, they are donating the dishes, which is, how we raise the money. A chef wants to compete, he or she. And this time we decided that because Buffalo Soldiers, especially our chapter, is pretty much 50-50 men and women, we're going to allow, since you're a soldier, you to participate fully. If you want to chef, but you don't have to
Oh,
cook
okay.
and have a guy serve for you. You can cook and serve your own food. So the donations come from the people who want to participate in the competition. They bring that amount of food, they serve it up, and then whoever has the best tasting food,
Oh.
people drop tickets in their cups. So at the end, we count up who got the most. And that's how we determine who was the best chef today.
high maintenance. I'm sitting here looking at your vest, and you have different patches
Yes.
on. How did you get those different type of patches?
Well, it depends. Every time we go to an event,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes like this is in Texas and this one's someplace else. Every time you go to an event, you will find sometimes
okay.
Okay.
the event host
Okay.
will have certain remembrances like patches
Okay.
or pins or things. So when you go, it's your history on your vest.
Gotcha, okay, okay.
Hey, so you mentioned 12, I'm sorry, Ms. Green, you mentioned $12 for adults.
Yes,
How much for kids?
$5.
Ooh, ooh.
We
So-
tried to keep it reasonable so that
Yeah.
they could bring the family
Right.
and don't feel like they've been, have to spend too much money, but it is worthwhile event.
Okay, okay.
Go ahead, Ms.
I
Green.
have a question for Candy Apple. How long have you been in the Buffalo Soldiers organization? And how long have you been riding?
I have been with the motorcycle club since 2011, and I have been riding since 2010.
Okay. DJ Man, same question, going down the line.
I've been riding since the latter 70s, but I've been in the club. Me and Candy Apple came in at the same time, except that I'm about 30 minutes ahead of her.
See, it's a process. It's a process.
Okay. Next, Foxfire.
Well, I'm the baby of the group. I've only been in the club now for a year, and I've only been riding for about 2 years. So I came to the club because my husband was a part of the Buffalo Soldiers. He had become a member, and I was actually riding what we call two-up with him, so riding on the back of his bike. And kind of similar to her maintenance story, he gave me a challenge to get my license, and I went and got the license, and I was like, okay, now it's time for me to get my own bike. So that made me, want to ride my own bike, and then later I got interested in becoming a member of the club as well. So I'm the baby. I'm the baby of the club.
Okay.
I was trying to search out Pastor Richard King. Pastor Richard King, are you there? I guess we dropped him. Because, Pastor King, he likes to eat too. So let me ask this question. I'm sure y'all have, food there for vegetarians too. I mean, some collard greens and
Hey,
some
that-
green beans.
we are at the mercy of the people who are donating and
I
want
know
to
somebody bringing
participate.
collard greens there.
Oh, okay, you gonna?
I know somebody got to be bringing some collard greens. Oh, but let me say this before I forget, because we know the work that y'all do in the community. You've been doing it for years. Let's Talk Nation with Attorney Greg Jackson and myself. We support you. And so, Miss Wynn, if you would, we need to figure out how many children tickets we're going to purchase
Okay.
through Let's Talk Nation to be supportive of this. And I'm sure them kids going to go home and sleep good too.
Oh, we'd love that. We'd love that. The more kids, because they are our future,
Yes.
and seeing us in the community. A lot of the kids. A quick story. My husband and I volunteered to go to Lake Jim during Black History, and we went one year, and we told the story about Cathay Williams and the Buffalo Soldiers and all of that. And at the end of the discussion that we were having, one of the kids called us over and said, I was going to write my essay on something else, but Cathay Williams, I'm going to do my essay on Cathay Williams.
Oh,
Wow.
I never knew the story about Cathay Williams, so they were really excited. So they do pay attention.
Man.
Kids do pay attention, and what you do and say in a community does matter.
Yes, it does.
You're right.
Yes,
You never know
yes.
who you're getting through to.
Yes,
Absolutely.
yes. And speaking of kids, do any of your kids also are a part of the organization?
As a matter of fact,
Yes.
we, Captain and I, that's my husband, have two girls
Okay.
who are both Buffalo Soldiers.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
The one in this chapter
Uh-huh.
is the treasurer,
Okay.
and the one in the Tallahassee chapter is very active, and she's a relatively newer rider than her sister here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
Family.
impressive, yeah,
Yes, yeah. Now, are the motorcycles gonna be at the event on?
Oh, yes.
Okay,
Because
that's what
we're
I
gonna
like.
take pictures with the kids, give them, because kids love to take pictures.
Yes.
We will have an opportunity for them to come over and take pictures. We're gonna have people answering questions, giving history about the Buffalo Soldiers, and making this a fun, we wanna have a few games, not a lot, but a few games for them to do to make it festive and people get to see us and get to feel who we actually are.
Yes.
So this is gonna
Yes.
take place at the James R. Smith Center on April the 13th, and it starts at 10 a.m.
Well, we're saying 10 a.m., but if you start, bring your appetite around 11, it'd be better, because we want you to come at 2.
I told you, I'm gonna come
We
and
want
eat.
you to come at 2.
I'm gonna come and eat, and then I'm gonna go take me a little nap and come
No, we
back.
want you to come at 2. We give you your sample, and then you can go take your nap.
Oh,
By
then
the
I go
time
take my
you
nap.
wake up, we'll be gone.
Then I go take my nap.
Uh-huh.
You know, that may very well give my wife one of those days that she doesn't
They
have to cook. Yeah.
Now,
Yes.
now, we're not saying we're gonna load your plate up
Look, I
like
know-
Thanksgiving.
No, I'm gonna move around and sample a little bit of this. I don't eat as much as I used to.
Oh, okay.
But eating a lot of samples that will
Will
get you
get you-
full.
yes.
Yes.
Hey, is Miss Quandra Love on the line with us?
Thank you.
Miss Quandra. Miss Quandra. Mondo, do we have Miss Quandra on the line? Okay, I'm a discharge from that.
I think that's an event I'm gonna have to bring my granddaughter to have her to come out and get the history of the Buffalo Soldiers.
Yes.
Because that's an awesome organization for us and the history of it.
And you'd be surprised, on our website, we have Buffalo Soldier history facts and things about prominent African Americans in the military, because so many of our members are retired military,
Okay.
retired police officers, are active.
Okay.
You know,
okay,
so
Okay. I
they
seen
get
in
to
your
see.
car the Marines on your
Yes.
back. Are you?
No, my husband was
Okay.
Marine and the Army. He
Oh.
actually did them both. He was a Marine first and then the Army.
Okay. Okay. DJ Man.
Yes.
Were you part of the military before becoming a Buffalo Soldier?
Yes, I spent 7 years, 5 months in the Air Force. I was PJ, I was in pararescue and security police.
Oh, we appreciate your service.
Wow.
We
And-
appreciate your
Wow.
service. Thank
And
you.
I spent 29 years with Orange County Sheriff's Office.
Okay.
Hey, let me ask this question. I mean, I know it's gonna be a lot of food there.
He's fixated on the
I'm on the food. I know it's gonna be a lot of food there, but, and I know you mentioned that any of the Buffalo Soldiers are welcome to participate and cook and everything, but can any of these Buffalo Soldiers that's in the studio tonight cook? That's what I wanna know.
Yeah, Foxfire.
Oh, Foxfire?
And I'm going to try my hand at it too.
Okay. So Foxfire, what's one of your favorite dishes?
Well, I like to do what we call a mooshu corn, and it's actually a crawfish dish. It's crawfish and corn. It's a Louisiana dish.
I was just gonna say, she
Did
got a
you say
little
crawfish?
Louisiana, yeah, she
Yeah.
said crawfish.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a Southern girl, originally from Mississippi, but we were so close to New Orleans, we got a lot of the Cajun in us. So I like to do that, but my husband, he's requested that I do what I call my Mexican cornbread. And it's really it's a deep dish kind of cornbread because it's layered. It has a nice kind of saucy beef on the bottom, and then it has cheese and
Oh.
nice cornbread topping on top. So he wants that.
Oh.
My daughter wants me to do my pigeon peas and rice, but I don't know. So
Hey, I gotta try this cornbread,
narrow
this
it
layered
down.
cornbread.
Narrow it down.
Yes.
Hey, DJ Man,
Yes.
what you gonna try your hand at, man?
All right. Basically, most of my family came from South Carolina, so most of them were Geechees. So I love rice.
Yeah, that's old school.
I can eat rice, plain rice, yellow rice, but I'm gonna try my hand at my yellow rice, chicken, and bell peppers, and I'm gonna try to talk Candy Apple into doing her macaroni and cheese.
Oh. So how many cooks or chefs are you expecting at the event?
We're trying to get 20 to 25 chefs.
Oh.
Wow, okay.
That's a lot.
Hey, that's a lot of eating for me.
Yeah. There you
That's
go.
a lot of sampling.
So Foxfire, where are we standing now with the number?
Yeah, so we're right at our 20 cooks, but we want more than that. So we're still open to more.
Yes.
We're still
Hey,
accepting
how do people
more.
get a hold of y'all?
Yes.
Yeah.
How do people get a hold of y'all if they wanna register to cook or if they wanna get tickets?
Okay. You can email us. You can.
What's that email
What's
address?
the email?
What is our email address?
Somebody got it. Come on.
I can tell them.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You can email at high maintenance,
Oh, wait. High maintenance guy? High maintenance guy?
yes,
Oh.
at bsmcorlfl.com. You can also email.
Wait, say that
She
again.
gotta
Say that again. Yeah, say that again. And
high
break down that
maintenance.
email address. High maintenance.
At BSMC,
At
that's
B-
Buffalo Soldiers Motorcycle Club, ORL for Orlando, FL, Florida.com. Or you can email Foxfire, that's FOXFIRE at BSMCORLFL.com.
Boy, all right.
Or I'll tell you something that you can do a lot easier. Or you can call 740-ORL-BSMC.
BSMC. Okay, so that telephone number again, that you can call if you want to go and throw down, and also at the end of the day, have people judge how good your food is.
Yes.
That is 740-ORL-BSMC.
Yes.
Yep, for Buffalo Soldier Motorcycle.
Man, I wish I knew how to cook, because if I did,
And this is not just limited to just the soldiers. We have other vendors,
Okay.
people who are chefs in the community who have contacted us
Okay.
to
Hey, and-
participate.
and all those church and faith-based organizations that are doing great work in the community, you feeding people, man, I can't think of a better way to feed people and have fun with the Buffalo
Yes.
Soldiers. Man,
Get educated.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna come and get me some samples. Hey, okay, I'm not gonna say it, because I was gonna say how big the plate is to get the samples, but I ain't gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that, because
Sample size plates,
Hey,
thank
hey,
you.
DJ.
This is a fundraiser.
I know, DJ man, don't hold it against me. Don't hold it against me. But hey, definitely looking forward to it. Once again, that's April the 13th at the James R. Smith Center. Yes, that is 1723 Bruton Boulevard from 10 a.m. But y'all don't come out so early, because like me, I might try to get out there early so I can get some samples, go to my truck, turn the air conditioner on, take a quick nap, and go back and get some dessert.
Okay.
But the Buffalo Soldiers are gonna be throwing down. I gotta go try that layered cornbread. I never tried layered cornbread.
Yes.
Yeah, see, you have to come from the south, and she's a good cook. I don't know if I'm gonna be cooking, because I'm busy, I'm doing stuff like this.
Well, you're the marketing chair, right?
Yes.
You're doing a good job marketing, I gotta tell you.
Thank you,
Yes.
thank
You know,
you.
Yes.
hey, you brought all the Buffalo Soldiers in this evening.
Yep. And I'm sitting here reading something. It says, "We ride to pay homage to the 9th and 10th Cavalry. Our motto, we ride, we educate." I'm sorry, we ride, we educate.
And we serve.
And we serve. Where did that motto come from?
That's what that's who we are, that's what we do.
Okay.
Nationally, we ride, and in riding, just like we're here today talking about it, when we show up, people naturally ask questions.
Right.
So then we can educate the general public about all the things, historical things, who we are, why we came to be, and then we serve in the community by doing scholarships and
Wow.
taking children shopping, taking care of the senior citizens, and, in the community to help wherever we're needed.
I like that motto.
And see, I'm aware
I like
of a
that.
lot of the good work that y'all been doing over the years, because y'all have invited us, me and Greg. I thought I knew how to bowl real good until I went to one of y'all Buffalo. Until I went and
So that's why you've been hiding out, huh?
Hey, Miss Queen, I thought Attorney Greg Jackson and I and Mayor Nelson could go and, throw some good numbers and, at least place. We didn't. We didn't. And I'm a blame Greg for them gutter balls. But DJ man, we definitely appreciate the invitation. When y'all invite us out, I just gotta sharpen up on my bowling.
We want you to.
Don't worry about it. I bowled one time and, they showed me up so bad, I didn't even try it no more.
Hey, Foxfire, Candy Apple, can y'all bowl?
No, I mean, I try, but not really.
I do,
You do?
I do.
Oh,
Our team, our Orlando chapter team, they're serious about bowling. Those guys come in with their own balls, their own shoes, their gloves and powder for the hands and all of that, so.
Oh, those professionals,
those
those
professionals,
professionals.
So I,
Those
listen,
ones don't play.
I
Man.
can't do that much, but I can hang with the best of them. I can hang.
Okay.
Hey, you know what? I know we're here, we're talking about April the 13th, but your club does so much throughout the year. Yeah, we're focused on April the 13th, but we're so early in the year. What else do y'all plan or that you're looking at planning coming up during the course of the year?
Well,
Y'all just do so much.
we're actually, right now, this is a heavy riding season.
Oh, okay.
So we'll be out of town next weekend and the weekend after that, and then, so we have several activities, but as they come up, serving the community activities, we have an outreach program
Okay.
that, you know, they coordinate with some community activities. But as for us right now,
Okay.
we don't have anything actually planned to be right there, you know, to.
Well, that's why we want
fundraise
people to
right
come
now.
out April the 13th, come out and support, even if you just want to donate. I mean,
Yes.
think about those children that will show up and, man, they'll think
Yes.
their plate and I don't know where they're gonna gravitate to. I'm gonna get close to the desserts, but I, you know, get me, you know, test out some of them ribs and chicken.
Yeah, oh,
You know.
everything.
So we're gonna really be watching you, Greg.
You gonna be watching me?
Because you are bring Greg, and you and Greg will be, you know, no.
Hey, now I'm gonna just tell you, I'm gonna tell you a little secret. The greedy person of Let's Talk Nation is not sitting in this
It's
room.
not in the room. Greg, not.
Hey, I'm not gonna say no names,
Okay, we're not gonna call Greg's name out.
but, yeah. And then the greedy person, they'll eat a whole lot, and then they'll go home in their garage and turn on their camera, go live, and start doing one-arm push-ups, you know. You know, they do that kind of stuff too.
Oh, okay,
you know.
okay.
But I'm looking forward to it, though.
We're looking forward to having you come and having
Yes.
the community come, because that's our aim, is to raise our visibility, because in raising our visibility, we will help to educate the general public about who we are
Yeah.
and what we do.
And you know what? And I know DJ Man can speak to this also. Man, you talk about events like this and you talk about how it opens up the door to building relationships, to building trust. DJ Man, has any invitations been sent to Orange County Sheriff's Office or Orlando Police Department? Because I'm not going to speak for them, but these are a lot of things that I've seen them involved in and that they'll put their arms around.
I heard part of your question. I think you said, has an invitation been sent out to Orlando Police Department or the Orange County Sheriff's Office?
Yes.
And that was my next thing too. You know, that's one of the things that, you know, put it like this. That's one way you find where good food is, because a lot of times police go there. So yes, I am going to reach out to them and let them know that, hey, it's going to be some good food there. They need to come in and sample it, and that way they can, at least interact with some of the younger kids
Yeah.
out there
Yes,
within the
yes.
neighborhood.
Yeah.
That
Hey,
would be
hey,
nice.
DJ Man, I'm gonna tell you, because I have a lot of friends that are law enforcement, and good friend who took me underneath his wings, man, decades ago, your husband, Captain Wilson. A lot of my friends, I'm gonna dispel the myth. They're not running up to the donut shops. They want to come eat this kind of food.
Hey, we got away from donuts because there's too many. There's too much stereotype. So now we go to either to the soul food or the bagel places.
Oh, the
Bagels. He
Bagels.
turning us on to something else.
Yes.
Man, but you know what? I'm gonna forego those bagels. I'm coming to get some samples.
Exactly.
See, Miss, you know something I just picked up on?
What's that?
Now, Miss Wynn is my co-host on the sit-down. And co-host mean what? Sharing, right?
Sharon.
But she got me up here looking like I'm the only greedy one sitting up here, and hey, and that's not
See, I knew
true.
he was coming for you.
Me
I knew he was
too, me
coming for you.
too, me
You know,
too.
I gotta be the one looking greedy around here.
I said I was gonna bring my grandbaby, so that means I'm gonna send you on that side and I'm gonna go on this side.
Hey, and you know what's gonna be funny? When Firefox sees me show up, I just hope she don't go and take her casserole dish and a cornbread and like hide, put it down
Like
somewhere.
it's no more
Yeah,
left.
like it's no more left. You know, look at me like, oh, that go Rod Love.
Let's move it.
Yeah, let's move it. And don't be like this. Where you put it at? Hey, Foxfire now, I know you're gonna give me a little corner of that cornbread.
That corner is the best part. You know, it's crispy right in that corner. So we're gonna try to save that corner just for you. I did want to chime in though about future events that we have planning. You love to eat. We're actually like putting together. We're in the planning phases, but we're putting together a celebration. We want to do something to pay more homage to our 10th Cavalry. We're coming up on like 185 years celebration of them, you know, serving
Wow.
back in 1866. So we're thinking about, or we're working on a, you know, just a day in the park, big barbecue, cookout, you know, grill and chill. And we're shooting for September 21st for that. So we'll definitely, you know, let you guys know more details about that as we solidify the park where we'll be and, you know, all of that time and everything. But we are shooting for September 21st for that. That's a little far out, but that's another major event for us.
Okay. Hey, did Firefox say grill and chill?
Yes, but
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
As soon as he heard anything with food,
Yeah, grill and chill.
grill and chill, he paid attention, perked up.
I don't eat as much as I used to. I mean, I still
Yeah,
eat. I
'cause
ain't gonna tell you no
you're
story. I still eat. But man,
This sounds amazing.
hey, but not just
what you're
the
doing.
food and that this is amazing, but guess what? You're gonna be able to go out and have a good time, network,
Yes,
build
yes.
relationships,
Yes,
see folk
yes.
that you probably hadn't seen in a while. And boy, I tell you, it ain't nothing like catching up over a plate of food.
Yes.
And the major thing about it, why I keep stressing the visibility part, motorcycle clubs, we haven't touched on in terms of, had such a bad connotation.
Yes.
So in the community, we want them to know that this is not like the motorcycle club that you would, you know,
See,
shy
that's
away
what-
from. This is a really wholesome organization full of professionals and military and service-oriented people.
How many organizations is around? Do you know?
In terms of in the community,
Yes.
DJ would probably be the better person to ask about the number of motorcycle clubs in and around this area.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right, you asked how many motorcycle clubs are in the area?
Yes.
Yes.
Woo, that's a good question. It's a myriad of different motorcycle clubs within the area. I'd hate to even. put a
Yeah,
number
yeah,
on
that's
it.
a trick question. Hey, DJ, how many members does the Buffalo Soldiers have?
How many? Wait, what was it again now?
No, members in your Orlando chapter.
We have over 45 members.
Okay.
Wow.
So when y'all riding in,
Y'all right.
woo!
She picked that up. She say, y'all ride deep.
We have 8 chapters in Florida, so basically some other chapters from other other chapters within Florida may come in with us. So
Okay.
our numbers could flex, be a lot of different ones. I mean, because like I said, we've got 8 in Florida and over 114 nationwide.
Oh,
Hey, I
wow.
have two friends, and I'm gonna give these two friends a shout out because I want to challenge them to not only get the word out, but I want to challenge these men because they're out in the community, they're doing some great work, And that first person is Bishop Derek McCray. He's doing some great work out there, and boy, he's greedy too. He's greedy too. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. He and I, we broke bread a number of times, and I did look over, and it wasn't buffet style, but I did look at his plate, and he was like, "Man, them some small portions." Hey, and I'm sorry, I love the brother, but I also got to call out another brother that I saw at a restaurant just recently, and yes, I'm not calling names, but I looked at his plate, and it was full food, almost about to fall off the side, and I'm talking about none other than, I know he's gonna get me for this, but Pastor David Jock, that brother can eat too. Hey, both of them got high metabolism because they not gaining no weight, but them two brothers greedy too. It just show on me.
I said, I want to know their names so I can stay calm. I know.
Hey, I will say again, Bishop Derek McCray, you need to be here on April the 13th. Pastor David Jock, you need to be at this event as well. As a matter of fact, no, I'm not. They can pay for their own plate, because like me, they like to eat. I think them jokers eat more than me, matter of fact. I think so.
Okay.
But those are two good guys, and they're doing a lot in the community. And I'm gonna ask them to, get the word out as well.
Yeah, we appreciate
Yes,
that. The
yes.
more people hear about us and know about us and participate, the more successful this event will be.
Well, y'all doing it right. And I mean, I love
Yes.
y'all's service to others. I mean, you just can't beat it. I don't know. I mean, we have about a few minutes left. I want to just kind of do this round robin real quick, and I'm gonna end with you, High Maintenance. But Foxfire,
Yes.
if you would give us some of your parting thoughts, and I want to go down the list.
Just want to piggyback on the service that we do. We all know that Easter Sunday is coming, and on Good Friday, we are actually partnering with Orlando Rescue Mission. We're going to be there. They're going to do their foot washing ceremony for the homeless, and they're going to be giving out clean socks and new shoes to our homeless population. And the Orlando Buffalo Soldiers will be there helping to serve our community in that manner, partnering with the Orlando Rescue Mission. So I just want to share that. Like, we don't just stop at the holiday. We're serving all year round.
That's awesome.
Hey, great.
That's awesome.
Hey, and I got to tell y'all this real quick. Pastor King just texted me and said he don't eat much, but he'll come by. But he say his friend, Pastor Hezekiah Bradford, is the greedy one. So I'm just telling you what they say. Okay, this is my lovely wife. Hey, baby, you don't have to cook on April the 13th.
I'm sorry.
You don't have to cook on April the 13th. I have the Buffalo Soldiers in the studio with us.
Uh-huh.
And April the 13th, I'm taking you I'm taking you on a dinner.
You taking me on a dinner? Dinner where?
You don't worry about it. I'm gonna just, hey, you know what? And you're gonna get to eat a little bit of everything.
Okay.
Hey.
I hear you.
Hey, and I'm paying for it all. Hey, and while you're on the air, say hello to the Buffalo Soldiers.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you all?
We're fine, thank you. And you?
I am doing wonderful, wonderful.
Hey, can you tell my wife, tell her about the event on April the 13th?
He's going to bring you to.
Oh, and my kids. I'm paying
I
for it all.
know.
I'm taking my kids too. And my kids.
He said he's bringing you and the kids to our April the 13th food tasting event fundraiser at the Bruton Center, James R. Smith Center on Bruton, and you're going to have the best time.
You don't even have to drive.
Okay.
Hey, and I'm taking the kids.
Okay. Long as I'm being chauffeured, I'm okay.
I didn't say I was driving. Hey, so just put that aside. And then tell all your church members about this. Tell them we want to see them there as well. Hey, but it's one church member that they eat too much, so I'll tell you which one that is. I I ain't gonna say no names.
She's laughing like she has an idea.
I'm not gonna say no names.
Know who she's thinking about.
But just know you got a date
You're
on
not gonna
April
say
the.
no names, you just gonna look in their direction, right?
I ain't gonna look in their direction. Just know April the 13th, set that aside.
Okay, I sure will.
All right, we'll talk to you next time.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Look
Y'all
forward.
have a good one.
All right. Hey, okay, so DJ Man, give us your parting thoughts.
One of the things too, I'd like to remind you, you talked about the bowling tournament. Again, December 7th of this year, we'll return again with our sponsors, Walmart, Attorney Dan Newland. We'll be back at the Boardwalk Bowling Tournament, December 7th, from 11 to 1.
Okay, well, you say,
Is that kids invited too?
yeah, but he said Dan Newland, and you know who works over at Dan Newland?
That's Attorney Greg Jackson.
Attorney Greg Jackson. I'm surprised.
Yes.
Yeah, hey, that's a good plug. I gotta.
Yes.
Hey, on our next show, we're gonna plug this too. Hey, DJ Man, you know how to plug events, man. You know how to plug it. Hey, and then let me roll to the person who said, "I'm just gonna sit up here and look cute. I don't want to say nothing. I don't want to talk." Hey, and I see why she got the Candy Apple nickname.
Now you know.
All right, Candy Apple, your part and thoughts.
I just want to let you all know, thank you for spreading the word about the good deeds that the Buffalo Soldiers Motorcycle Club Orlando does in the community.
Hey, well, thank you. Thank you.
Now,
Hey.
that's my passion. I always wanted to learn how to ride a motorcycle.
Wanna ride- So, hey, you know what? Now you got the opportunity.
Yes.
So we're gonna finish and we're gonna wind up with none other than high maintenance.
Ooh.
What part and thoughts do you have that you wanna let everybody know?
I just want people to know that we are here in the community. We try to do positive things. We try to make a lasting impression, and that everything that you do to help us helps the community. So every time we host an event and you participate in that event, it's going towards helping a student go to school or college or university or trade school. It's helping us to provide $100 gift certificates for children, underprivileged children in the community for Christmas. It helps us to entertain and have a nice luncheon for the seniors, where
yes.
we not only give them a nice Thanksgiving meal, but we give them entertainment.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
We go to the senior citizens' home and we entertain. Some people might not call it quite entertaining because we sing Christmas carols. Some of us sing better than others. Is that and but we try, and we have an entertainment and give them little tokens for Christmas so that they realize that they're not here alone.
Right.
And then we do any number of donations to other charitable organizations since we're a 501c3.
Well,
That
tell you
is
what,
awesome.
we wanna thank you and Foxfire, we wanna thank Candy Apple, we wanna thank DJ Man, we wanna thank Buffalo Soldiers, High Maintenance, we appreciate y'all. You're always welcome back.
Yes.
The event is taking place Saturday, April the 13th, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And this is an event that we're asking everybody, $12 for adults,
Yes.
$5 for kids. I'm gonna give a challenge to those faith-based and civic-based organizations that we can support and buy a roll of those tickets for young people.
Yes.
Let's step it up. Let's step our game up and engage. The phone number, I'm gonna leave you with this phone number. All those email addresses, I'm old school. I'm gonna throw a phone number
All
out.
right.
But if you wanna get involved, if you wanna make a donation, if you wanna buy a roll of tickets so that you can sponsor some kids, the phone number is 740-ORL-BSMC. Go ahead and give a call. Be there or be square. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be eating, and I don't care what you say about me. I'm gonna be eating. Hey, want to thank y'all once
Thank
again.
you.
This is the sit down, and the sit down brings to you what's taking place in communities. We bring those community organizations in so they can tell you firsthand. Ms. Wynn, I appreciate you and all that you do.
Appreciate you.
Hey, until next week on the sit down, we got the Buffalo Soldiers here tonight. We got all the
Yes.
protection in the world, and you know what? They're doing it with a servant's heart. Hey, we'll see you next week on the sit down.